Gender equality is a fundamental human right, a building block for social justice, and an economic necessity. The United Nations Rome-based agencies have committed to adopt innovative gender transformative approaches that actively address the underlying causes of gender inequality. It is within this context that Procasua and the IFAD Gender Team, under the Joint Program on Gender Transformative Approaches for Food Security and Nutrition, implemented by the Food and Agriculture Organization, the International Fund for Agriculture Development and World Food Programme, in collaboration with and through financial support from the European Union, partnered together to organize the learning route boosting gender transformative approaches in rural development interventions that took place in Malawi between the 29th of May and 3rd of June 2023. A learning route is a journey with specific objectives, which encourages an active and mutual knowledge exchange between participants and their hosts in a continuous process of learning in the field. This learning route gathered 23 gender specialists and project technical teams from 13 different countries, representing 12 IFAD-funded projects and the FAO and WFP's Malawi country offices. The journey in the field started with a first visit to Matoponi community in Zomba district. In this exchange visit led by the Program for Rural Irrigation Development PRIDE, participants learned how the household approach works at field level and met trained households who provide mentoring to other peers on gender issues. The participants were treated to a performance of theatre for development by a youth group of the community. This approach demonstrated how powerful theatre for development is as a tool to raise gender concerns and promote behavioral changes for a more gender equitable society. Finally, the field visit exchange with the PRIDE team concluded in Mlonka community, where the group of participants exchanged and learned from community members about how to adopt the gender dialogue sessions methodology to collectively discuss gender issues at community level and improve the decision-making on critical aspects for the community and the households. Participants finally exchanged with Mchema community members on how gender transformative approaches were introduced in the ultra-poor graduation component of the Financial Access for Rural Markets Smallholders and Enterprise Project FAMSI. Two gender action learning tools, the Balance Tree and the Visioning tools, helps ultra-poor households to improve the decision-making, redistribute roles and better organize resources and investment at household level. Before, during and after the learning route, participants engaged in the design and implementation of innovation plans useful for gender transformative innovative tools and approaches in their respective projects and organizations.
So I was very impressed by what is done in Malawi, and I am even more convinced than before that closing the gender gap is key for sustainable development.
I have learned how to measure, track, and apply the tools that we have come to learn. And I'm going back with a very big innovative plan that is a roadmap for implementation within my program.
The design and implementation of innovation plans will become part of the participants' future assignments in their respective projects and organizations.